She wrote you a letter so you wouldn't forget her. Wish I could care less, it isn't my place to know what it says. My heart is a front page, it won't have its own way. It aches at the base, folds at the edges.